Everyone, welcome back to the next video. In today's video I will show you how to do image embedding using MediaPipe in React Native's new architecture. So image embedding is like basically comparison of two images. So first I'll show you guys the output. So here is the output. I have three buttons. So first I will click on pick image 1 and I will select one photo. I'll click on pick image 2, I'll select one photo and I will click on the compare button. Given that these two images are similar, I am getting 1.0 as the output. Now I'll click on pick image 2 and I'll click on select some different image, and if I click on compare, here you can see that the output is 0.527 because these images are not similar, so they only are similar in 0.527, okay, or like 52%. So first I will be making use of new architecture. Like at the time of this recording, the React Native folks has removed the new architecture from the docs and they have moved it to GitHub. I don't know why. So you can refer this turbo module docs, as well as there is fabric docs as well. So yeah, I'll be copying a lot of code from this. Just use this. Next, first RTN my picker will be help us to pick image from the photos app, and RTN my image will help us to display the image from the URI which we get from the picker app, from the picker module, sorry. And so RTN my picker is a turbo module, RTN my image is a fabric module. So first you will have to go search for new arc enabled, make this as true in gradle.properties. Also, if you haven't downloaded this TensorFlow Lite model, make sure you download this from the documentation. Next you will have to go into Android app, src main, create a folder called assets, and here you will have to drag and drop your TensorFlow Lite model. Next you will have to go to build.gradle and make sure you are using Min SDK version 24, as well as add this implementation for MediaPipe task vision. Next you will have to go to build.gradle and make sure you are using kotlin 1.9.0. Next you will have to create this folder called RTN my picker, and inside that create package.json file. Now I have copied everything from the docs, only this name changes, this changes, this changes, and this changes, this. Next create a podspec file, again I have copied it from the docs, only this name changes. Next I have created a JS folder, inside that I have created a TypeScript file, again I have copied it from docs, only I have added three methods for picking image 1, 2 as well as comparing those image, and this name changes. Next create an Android folder, inside that create a build.gradle file, again I have copied it from docs. I have updated the Gradle version to 8.2.0, Min SDK is 34 and this name has been changed, and I am using Kotlin standard lib 1.9.0. Next inside src main javacom RTN my picker, create my picker package.kt, again I have copy pasted everything from the docs. I have only changed this name, this, and this. Next create my picker module.kt. Now here I am using a hack for picking images because I need to use register for activity result, and that API can only be used inside an activity or a fragment. You cannot use it inside a turbo module. That's what the hack which I am doing is that I am asking for internet permission. Now I know you don't need to explicitly ask for internet permission, but again this is a hack. Okay, so I have defined three code permissions, one for picking image 1, second for picking image 2, and third for comparing those two images. So I'm using hack for all these three, and I'm asking for same internet permission. So as you can see, once you call this, the callback goes to the main activity. Okay, so here again I have copied this from docs, so I'll show you that src java main activity.get. So first you can copy all these imports if you want to. Next here I have defined the same thing for internet permission. So as soon as we call this from our turbo module, the callback comes over here. Okay, and here I'll just minimize this for now. I have defined one method for checking whether whether the permission was granted or not. So once you get to on request permission result, I check what is the permission code. So this is for button 1. Okay, right, this is for button 2 and this is for button 3. So if the first button was pressed, then we are again launching this image picker, second for image picker as well. So I'll come back to the implementation in a bit. So I'll first explain you this. So I have created one variable depending on which button was pressed, and here I am storing the result for our first button press and second button press. And here I have created our image embedder options as well. Now this name should be the same what you have defined in the assets folder, and here I have created an image embedder. I am initializing this as well, and once permission is granted, we are launching our photos app. So if you see over here, we get a URI. From that URI we generate a bitmap, and we convert bitmap to an MP image. So we scale down the bitmap, and here we call image embedder.embed MP image, and here we just get a React context which will help us to send the data back to React Native side. So if the first button was clicked, then I am storing the result in first result variable, and I am sending it back to React Native side. Even while sending, here you can see I am using the variable name as image URI1. Similarly, for second button press, I am using it as image URI2. Okay, and here is an helpful method for scaling down the bitmap. Now the next thing is so for comparing, so I just use this similarity, like image embedder dot cosine similarity, pass the first result and second result, and whatever is the output I pass it inside this variable called result. Now so yeah, that's it. So now for RT and my image, you will have to create again a folder, create package.json file. Again I have copy pasted it from docs. Only this name changes, this changes, this changes, everything else remains the same. Next I have created a podspec file. Again I have copy pasted it from docs. Only this name changes. And here I have created a JS folder. Again I have created a TypeScript file, and here I have taken one image URL prop, which we get it from native side to React Native side, and again we pass it from React Native side to our native side, and this name has been changed. And here I have created an Android folder. Inside that I have created a build.gradle file. Again I have updated the Gradle version to 8.2.0, compile SDK version is 34, min SDK version is 24, and I am using Kotlin standard lib as well as coil. So coil will help us to load image from an image URI. Next I have created an src main java com rt and my package. First create my image package.kt. Again I have copy pasted it from docs. Only this name and this name changes. Next I have created my image manager.kt. Again I have copy pasted it from docs. The only change is this import as well as this names over here. So just change this names. And here as you can see, once we get the image URL prop, we use the load method from coil to load that value inside our image view. And if you see my image.kt, I am just extending app compat image view. Okay, next what you will have to do is you will have to open your terminal, go to the root of your React Native project. First you will have to run this command, then you will have to run this command, then you will have to do cd ... Then you will have to run this command, but here you will have to replace rnapp with your own project name. So as you can see, my project name is rnapp over here as well as over here. Similarly you will have to do the same thing for this command as well. Then you will have to cd to the main Android folder and then run this command. So this will do code generation for Android. Once all these things is done, you can import it like this, both the libraries. And here I have created variables for image URL1, 2 and result, and inside use effect I am listening for image URL1, image URL2 and result. And once here you can see I am using touchable opacity for picking first image. Similarly for picking second image, here I am displaying first image, second image, and here I am comparing both those images and displaying the result over here. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.